Hey everybody, it's Dak here, and today we're going to make you a guide on how to make an item sorter on Minecraft. If you've seen our Minecraft Let's Play series, it's called Adventures in Zenonia. We have what we call the bank, and that's pretty much all the bank is one big item sorter. Basically, what an item sorter is you have many small chests, let's say, with each assigned to an individual item, and you have one master chest that you can place those items into there. And that master chest will then sort the items into their individual chests. So you saw there were no pufferfish, and pufferfish are beginning to go into the pufferfish chest. And once the pufferfish are done, we will see some clownfish appear in the clownfish chest. And the pufferfish are done, and there are the clownfish. Beautiful. Alright, there are two items that I'm going to explain to you right now. The first one is called the hopper. These are hoppers. First, I'll show you how to make one. You need 5 iron ingots and 1 chest, which would take 8 wood. So 5 ingots, 8 wood makes 1 hopper. Trust me, if you're planning on making a large item sorter, it's going to take a lot of iron. So these hoppers, the large end of a hopper can take items from a block, and the small end of the hopper puts it into another block. So I'll give you an example right here. I put the hopper into there, and this hopper just took it from that chest and placed it into this chest. It also can work with multiple hoppers in a row, so if I had another hopper attached to that one, then to the chest, it would still transfer all the way into the chest. You can also just drop the item into the hopper. You don't even need to place it. It'll suck the item right up. So this can work very well for woodcutting farms or regular food farms, anything like that, where a lot of items would be being dropped on the ground. These hoppers can suck them up and put them into a chest just like that. It makes everything a lot easier. The second item on that list is a redstone comparator. First, I'll show you how to make one of these. You need 3 smooth stone. You'll place them on the bottom row like so. Not like that, like that. 3 redstone torches, which you'll put in a little triangle. And 1 nether quartz, you'll put right in the middle. That makes a redstone comparator. Now these comparators have many, many functions, but there's one main function that we use them for, the item sorter. When the double torch side of it is attached to a chest or a hopper or any other item or any other block that holds items, then you'll see that the chest will light up, or the torches will light up, excuse me, when there are items in the chest. So it can sense items in the chest, and depending on how many items, it shoots off a redstone signal. So you'll notice this signal is stronger. That's because this chest has a lot more items inside. See how that works? So the more items means the stronger signal. Alright, now let's get to the item sorter. This little contraption right here, this is going to be your best friend when making it. I'll explain how this works. First off, I'm going to have to move this out of the way. Just explain this part. First off, we have the redstone torch. This torch is powering this hopper, and when the hoppers have a charge, they stop doing their job. So right now, if I were to place any items in this hopper, it would stay in there because this hopper is not on. This redstone torch has turned it off, so it is not taking items out of that one. And the top hopper that has the item in it is pointed towards an item or a block that it can't hold items. So there's nowhere for this item to go. Okay, now you have this redstone comparator. Once enough items are in this hopper, this redstone comparator will shoot out a strong enough signal to go all the way through there and turn this torch off, which will turn this hopper on and it'll start taking items out of there. Now the magic number is 23. So I'm going to grab 23 pufferfish. We're going to put 22 of them in there. And you want to fill up all the spots. You'll see in a second why. And now once the 23rd goes in, you'll see this torch down here will turn off. And it grabbed the pufferfish, and now one of them is in this hopper. Pretty simple. Now I'll make one in front of you just to show you guys how you make it. If you're making a large item sorter with many, many items, then you're going to be used to making a lot of these and using a lot of hoppers. Just face the repeater that way the signal goes all the way through, and then you just place your redstone torch. Now I like to, you hold If you don't know how to place an item on a chest or on a hopper instead of opening it, you can just hold sneak and it'll place the item. See how that works? Now you're going to want to place the hopper, onto the comparator like that. That way that small end points towards the comparator and there's nowhere for the items to go. And then you would grab a chest like this. You're going to place it one further out so that the torch doesn't turn off other hoppers. And make a chain of hoppers from the chest all the way to the bottom of this hopper. Now, anytime this hopper decides to suck items from the top one, it'll just place them right into this chest. Finish it up with this one too. Wait, this one needs to be one further away. There we go. That's one too high. No, that was right. Messed that one up, huh? There we go. And now we have two different contraptions that are both able to take one item. Okay, the final part, we're going to show you the track. Now, first off, before we make the track, we're going to set up these hoppers. We're going to make one of them pufferfish, just like before, and the other one's going to be clownfish. So I'm going to make 23 of these, or 22 is the number that now you're one before it starts taking items, so we get 22 of each of those. You got to make sure you space them evenly out, otherwise they can take any other item other than pufferfish. This way the only item that they can suck out of the track is pufferfish, which I guess I already had some pufferfish in there. This one will be clownfish. Okay, now we'll finish up the track. You got to build the track backwards, at least that's how I do it, because if you build it forwards, then you'll notice that the hoppers will face the wrong way, because whatever item you click, whatever block you click on to place the hopper, that's where the small end points. So if I built it from the beginning, let me get back up here, and went towards the end, the hopper would face the wrong way and try to put the items back to where I started, which that's not what we want. We're trying to get them to their end destination. So this is the track. All items will sift through this track, and once they hover right above a hopper that is assigned to that item, so let's say there's pufferfish going through this track, once they hover right above this hopper, it will do its job and suck the pufferfish out, because it is always trying to suck any item out that it can, but the only one that can fit in here right now is a pufferfish. Same with this one, but for clownfish. So now, if we put some pufferfish into this large chest, the track starts taking them along, and there's pufferfish going through this track right now. And you'll see this torch is starting to flash, because every time a pufferfish gets taken into this hopper, it sends the signal along and turns off this torch quick, which tells this hopper right below it to take a pufferfish, and then they'll all go down this line and end up in this chest. And that's basically it, guys. There's your item sorter. Now, if you want more items, you just keep making these little contraptions and adding on to the track, and you can set up little walls around, I guess, if you were making a building. And that way you couldn't see all of the hoppers and it would look a little prettier. And that's basically it, guys. It's as simple as that. You're going to use a lot of iron if you're planning on making a big one, a lot of iron and a lot of wood, but I definitely think it's very worth it to make a large item sorter to keep yourself organized. Alright guys, if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, then go ahead and drop us a like. If you have any questions at all, go ahead and message us, or preferably leave them in the comment section because somebody else might have that same question. Go ahead and join the cul-de-sac by clicking that subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter at @theedboys, and check out the Foxcraft website.